Hi folks, it's Kevin Beasley from New Start Realty and Relocation, and I'm surprised today viewing a beautiful property here in Sierra, Montana. It's a very nice area, and I just wanted to go over some tips for maybe both my colleagues and people who are going to list their home for rent. First thing that I see about this place that I like, it's vacant and it's a real gorgeous place, but there is notice that there's no sign. Now, a lot of companies, and this is a good thing, you know, if you can avoid putting a sign on your property, especially if it's vacant, please do so, because people drive around these neighborhoods and they see a sign and they find out it's vacant. Boom, you almost might as well just put up a sign saying, hey, this home is vacant, why don't you come in and steal everything? But seriously though, that's kind of the way they operate, these thieves operate. And another thing is, you know, don't, you know, if you're, come by and pick up papers and stuff, you know, for don't leave that stuff laying around. They see that, and you know, that kind of looks bad too. And I've seen homes that file up with 4 or 5 papers out in the front yard. You know, that tells them it's vacant as well. Now I'm waiting for my clients to arrive, so, but this is a real good example. They have a combo lockbox on here. You'll see 2 lockboxes at this property. This, I highly recommend using an armless lockbox. Have your realtor put an armless lockbox on it. This is the most secure. Now, these are not impervious to thieves. I've seen guys break in to these boxes, cut these lines off, and steal the key out and come back and steal the guy's appliances. This one's in pretty good shape, though. I don't know how they turn their water off, but if it was here, you know, they cut this off, boom, Makita saw, it's gone. I don't like to see these. These are mechanic boxes, or vendor boxes they call them. 4-letter combos, most of them are, and they're not that secure. There's not much there to them. But what I like to do is when I come up to a property and I pull the key out, I always like to get there before my client, because I don't know who you're dealing with. You know, they'll sign an agency. That doesn't mean nothing. So what I like to do is just shut the box and scramble the codes so they can't distract you, you know, while you're inside and have somebody else come out and look at it and see the last combination. There, you know, they have access to your property. So that's, oh, and another thing before I forget is, if, you know, don't have your realtor write the code down. If a showing realtor writes the code down, you know, make sure after you open the box, turn the paper over, put it under your clipboard or somewhere else, so they can't just, you know, I've had people go through my clipboard, start looking at other listings, and so what I do is usually after I do that, as I put the paper inside my box so they can't see the code. Here's another mistake that I thought too. This guy, keep your back gates locked, okay? Simple stuff, people, but, you know, this guy actually has a lock here, and I'm going to lock this before I leave, because, I mean, I'll call the agent and ask him first. If I can't get a hold of him, I'm going to lock this gate just to protect this guy's stuff. This is ridiculous. You know, this guy, boom, you're just in. And he's got 2, looks like almost brand new air conditioning units here on this property. And, you know, you don't, these tweakers that steal this stuff, and scandalous AC guys, they snip this stuff off, they'll steal this, they won't get much for them, but you go to replace them, and you know, you're looking at probably around $5 grand for both of these things, or close to it. And you know, it's just something to watch out for. So keep your gates locked. I mean, this guy's got some, you know, nice appliances in here too, and I lock everything, especially if you got a pool. You know, I touched on that in another video, but if you got a pool, make sure your back gates are locked. And kids come through there, party, you know, jump pool. I did it when I was a kid, jump in there to the pool, and you know, they get hurt and they will sue the pants off of you. And besides, you know, you don't want to have a death of drowning of a kid on your hand. So You know, lock your back gate, simple stuff, but please do it. And this guy actually was smart. He went to the, you know, extra expensive putting motion detectors in his home. And I know thieves will see these. If they do, they'll get out of there quickly, and because they don't want to be identified. And I mean, look at this. This is, you know, this guy's got all stainless steel, high-end stuff. You know, GE profile appliances in here. And I think washer and dryer too. And shoot, let me see. No washer and dryer here. But you know, that stuff is, that's what they go for. You know, you don't want to wind up seeing this stuff on Craigslist. And if you give your code out to a vendor, if you're, you know, make sure you talk to your realtor. If he gives it to a vendor, make sure and remind the vendor to destroy the code too. You know, because sometimes they have assistants. They'll get it, they'll steal the code, boom, they'll come back later and your stuff is gone. So anyway, I hope that helps. I hope everybody's having a great day. Feel free to call me at 602-920-2201 or text me at that same number 24/7, and I'll be happy. I will return your calls too. So everybody have a great day.